Hi. Oh my god, this is the third stream in a row. I'm not going to regret this whatever, clearly, in a bit. Hi, I feel like it's been a while since we've done a Fox Girls favorite, so it's been Mario Galaxy in December, the start of December, so yeah, it's been a hot minute. So yeah. Hi, hello. We're gonna get started with the game very shortly, because this has been long overdue. This was supposed to be done like in January. So yeah, let's finally get this done. We'll have to see how this goes. So it is time for another Fox Girls favorites. It's been a hot minute since Galaxy, but yeah, we're finally back to this little sub-series on my channel. This is a very interesting game for me. I say interesting because I have opinions on this game. And it's kind of funny that we're doing this for this series because in actuality I'm not the biggest fan of Melee as a game, but this is kind of in the same boat as like Sonic 1 and a couple others that have come up so far where I'm not like the biggest fan of this game, and I definitely prefer some of the later games more, but this game was still very important to me because this was like where I started really branching out in terms of trying new things. Again, as a kid, I was very much resistant to doing things outside of the few franchises I was familiar with, so I mostly grew up with Mario and licensed games. By this point, I would have played like 2 Kirby games. I wouldn't have played Pokemon at all, more than that very soon. I never would have touched F-Zero or Zelda. So yeah, this was a game I was really curious in, mostly because it had Mario characters, and also because Brawl was already announced at this point, and everyone was kind of hyping that up. The game feels really quiet for some reason, but I swear in testing it was louder, so do let me know if it needs to be a little bit louder. But this will be a pretty straightforward playthrough. We're just gonna do a bunch of these single player modes. Don't know about event matches, depends on how much time we have. We're gonna go out of order for this though. We're gonna start with adventure mode, because that's kind of like my favorite mode in this game. You have name entry. By the way, this is not my old save file. Actually, I think I lost it with a dead memory card, so I just downloaded a save, and full disclosure. Truth be told, I don't have a main in this game. We're gonna wing it and play as Pikachu. We're gonna put it on normal because I'm feeling a little bit gutsy, and we're gonna go 5-stock, just give me a little bit of a buffer just by picking normal. I think I can handle normal. I'm not gonna eat my words. Totally not gonna eat my words on this. But yeah, I actually really like Melee's adventure mode. In some ways, I actually think it's better than Subspace Emissary in terms of it actually feeling more directly tied into the worlds for each character. As much as I do enjoy Subspace Emissary, I do feel like it is almost a little bit disconnected at times in terms of how it feels compared to the franchises. There's a lot of like very bleak looking environments that aren't directly tied into anything. So yeah, it's just one of those preference things. I still like Subspace Emissary, and we'll talk about that more before too long actually. But this is a case of I do actually like this mode a lot. Oh, that's why I had the volume set low, because certain voices are loud. Yeah, we gotta fight all the Yoshis. Fun thing, I don't like tap jump, so I really don't like having to, you know, worry about that. I actually don't remember what the secret is for getting Luigi. Is it like a 2 on the timer or something? We'll try it. I may be completely misremembering. I have done very little prep work for this series, by the way. I didn't like practice or anything, so if my gameplay is extremely rough, that's why. I guess you have a functioning brain sometimes, functioning memory sometimes. So yeah, if you finish with a specific condition, sometimes you'll get special fights. So instead of Mario, we're fighting Luigi, and Peach. Melee is a whole different beast from every other Smash Bros. Game, and I basically prefer everything except 64. Ultimate's the exception, obviously, but for the most part, I kind of go in order, where it's like... I like Brawl more than Melee. 4 is not my favorite. 3, yes, 4. I almost prefer because Smash Run, the most, basic take. And then I like Ultimate a lot. Ultimate's the one I put the most time into. I think Brawl is still more enjoyable in a single-player sense. Losing a stock already isn't great. I'm also having a really hard time getting smash attacks to work, but there we go. Yeah, this will just be a pretty chill playthrough, given that I am definitely rusty at this game. Next up is Congo Jungle, this is DK. Adventure mode's always fixed, by the way, so you get a bunch of tiny DKs, and then you have to fight a big DK. Diddy was not in the franchise at this point, which feels weird. Again, the roster feels weirdly tiny, looking at this compared to, like, Ultimate. I'm also going to be spamming a lot, because I'm not great at this game. I'm not, like, a pro melee player. I don't know how to wave dash or anything. Yeah, this was a very, like, formulative game in terms of getting me to actually try different franchises. In a way, playing Pikachu is ironic, because I don't think I would have played Pikachu, originally. I would have mostly stuck with the Mario characters. At least I thought you fought a big DK after. Okay, yeah, no, it was just a different stage. I thought it was part of the same level for some reason. Ow. It never occurred to me, but is this like relatively chronological now that I think about it? Because we start with Mario and DK. Actually, DK would be first, but, Alrighty. Big opponents obviously are harder to launch. Yeah, Smash Bros. Is a unique fighting game and kind of pioneered a genre where instead of trying to lower health, you're trying to like knock them off the stage. Smash is the only platform fighter I really vibe with, believe it or not, just because I find a lot of them copy Melee, ironically. Again, despite me playing Melee as part of Fox Girl's favorites, it's not necessarily one of my actual, like, literal favorite games. It's a favorite in the sense of it being significant, more so than actually a literal favorite, because, again, I would rather be playing Brawl, and we will be playing Brawl for the series more likely than not. The list is still subject to change. I've been fiddling with it for months now. During the, like, 2-month break, or, like, 1-month break, I've definitely been overhauling that list a lot more than it should be. So yeah, in general, as much as I do enjoy Smash Bros, Melee just always felt a little bit loose to me, which I know is part of the appeal. This is the fascinating thing about Melee. A lot of the things that I don't like about the game are what make it a good competitive game. So yeah, this is a maze. If you screw up, you have to like fight various links. Wow, I cannot get smash attacks to work reliably. I also don't like side tilts. That's another thing I don't like in Smash. It's just the differentiation of a tilt and a smash. It's a little frustrating sometimes. That's an Octorok. As a kid, I thought the redeads were really scary. Then I played Wind Waker. We'll get to that later. But there's an irony in thinking like, oh, the redeads are scary in this game. It's like, oh, well, I haven't seen anything yet. So to give a little bit of context, this would also be about circa 2007, late 2007, early 2008. Oh yeah, the goal is to find the Triforce, by the way. I think it's random. Like, it's not necessarily in the same place every time. I'm pretty sure there's also a special condition where if you beat the game fast enough, you get a special opponent. We're being pokey right now, so I'm not holding my breath on that. You can probably hear a lot of button noise because I'm mashing, because I'm not good at this game. I'm not really big on mashing. I try to avoid it, but like I'm just having trouble getting the inputs out. As we're getting kind of juggled by Princess Zelda here. This Ocarina of Time Zelda, whose only appearance in Smash is this game. The only Zelda to not reappear later on. Yeah, you can like directional air dodge. This level just kinda sucks. Like, there's a reason this is banned in comp, because, yeah, no. This just is tedious. The square attack is actually an item instead of a badge, like it is later on, so that's a fun difference. I mean, at least it's kind of its own beast, and no other Smash Bros. Game feels like it, or the original for that matter. Like, hitboxes feel so weird in this game. Oh yeah, throwing exists. I should use that more. There we go. Again, never promised to be the most adept at this. Oh, right, Prince Star. So we're fighting Samus now. This is semi-chronological order, but like, it's weird what franchises aren't even in this game. Like, you know, no Kid Icarus at all, except the trophy. And then he got completely redesigned in Brawl, and then Sakurai did, or Sora did, Kid Icarus Uprising, and then used the same design. It's a good design for like Palutena and Pit. But it's just kind of interesting that it's like, yeah, Pit still has his classic design in the trophy for this game. That was not terrible. You also have different modifiers for scoring. I'm not really aiming for scoring this, I'm just kind of going for a casual little stroll, basically. 40 seconds to get the hell out of here. Yeah, Pikachu's gonna be fine. I definitely remember struggling with some characters, and there are, like, trophies you can get for, each character in all 3 main modes, so, like, if you want to complete it, you do have to do this with, like, every character, which is fun. But with Pikachu, it's not that bad. He's pretty, light and mobile. And then the planet blows up, because of course it does. It's Metroid. That's a very smooth transition to Popstar, by the way. Which actually makes sense if you think about, Kirby's Dream Land. Yeah, that's the game I'm thinking of. Because Kirby's Dream Land has, Kirby's Dream Land 3 has a Metroid level where, like, you have to fight Metroids with Ice Kirby, and then if you defeat them all, then Samus will be at the end, like, without her helmet on. Now, I think if you do this fast enough, you can get a bonus fight. Yeah. Oh, no, wait, that is fixed. Okay, I think it's this one. Either way, there is, like, a large Kirby fight that you can end up doing. If you do, like, these 2 fights well enough or something. Again, been a hot minute, so might be misremembering some of the details. You need to be using these more. Like, B moves, I kind of haven't used. Speaking of B moves, as in the B movie, yes, there's a tie-in. I have a weird story about this game where I'm pretty sure around the time we played Melee was around the time of, like, my family renting the B movie game. So I kind of associate Melee with the B movie of all things. Ow. So yeah, we got a big curb now. Okay, I might regret picking normal, because I'm, like, I can handle normal in, you know, ultimate, but normal in this game is a whole different beast, just because I'm bad at Melee, specifically. Oh, that killed my jump. Thank you, game. So that's a mine, that deals a lot of damage, so that puts us in a pretty good spot here. There we go. Piece of cake. Next is F-Zero, right? No, Cornelia, I forgot. Now, I can't remember the special condition for this one, but I'm pretty sure you can end up playing Falco as well. I don't remember how. I'm gonna be real. This was also my introduction to Star Fox. I would have not played Star Fox before this game. Fun story, because this will not come up in Fox Girls Favorites, because I don't want to play Command for a multitude of reasons. One, Favorite's a big stretch in that case. I can't even argue significance, because while it was my first Star Fox, it's also Command. So if I were to do one, I'd probably do Star Fox Assault, but that's kind of an awkward game to do just because it's the end of the entire main series, not counting Command. There we go. Again, I don't remember what the condition for this is, like if it's time or just having Falco unlocked. Genuinely don't remember. But yeah, there's also a secret where if you like down taunt enough with Fox, you can get, oh wait, this is like just a red Fox. I thought Falco showed up, but maybe not. That was easy. Like, shockingly easy. But yeah, you can get little conversations with the rest of Star Fox. It's a very nice touch, I would say. So this isn't in chronological order, because Pokemon's pretty late, actually. Pokemon's like 90... well, it's the anniversary, it's 96. At the time of this stream, at least, Pokemon anniversary is coming up in a couple weeks? 2 weeks-ish? Yeah, 2 weeks from today, actually, I'm pretty sure. 27th? Sounds right, but I actually don't know if that's correct. There's too many Pikachus, I lost track of which one it was. For a brief moment. Unknown is actually in this game, that's fun. There's a rare thing for getting Mew to show up, but that's very rare. Hi Jigglypuff, why are you here? Oh, Blossom, right? Okay. Okay, ow. That's Skull Bash. You gotta charge it up for that. Which is fun. Again, you get a little turned around by too many Pikachus on screen right now. Oh yeah, shielding is a thing. I should, like, be blocking. Yeah, that'd be smart, right? Ow. Okay. I cannot land for a second. Okay, well that's good. Yeah, no, we're done. That was close, but we made it. Now F-Zero time. This one's fun. This is like a little race, but we have to avoid getting run over by F-Zero vehicles. There was like a speed listing of like characters, like who's the fastest, and I don't remember who's the fastest actually. You can also stand on the lower part, like anywhere that cars don't go, you'll be fine. You can see the cars coming around the track as well to kind of tell you when stuff is coming up. Which is nice. I almost just ran off the ledge by accident. Oh god, dropped an input at a very bad time almost. That should be safe, right? Yeah, I remember. Okay. This is actually pretty close to the end. We'll just do a mad dash. Screw it. Gotta live. Now, as you can probably guess, we're gonna fight Captain Falcon. Okay, just immediately throwing hands. Got it. Actually, we're probably close to the end. Like, I don't think... Do the Fire Emblem characters get a stage because both are unlockable? I'm pretty sure they don't. I thought there was some condition where you could fight Marth in Adventure Mode, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, Captain Falcon is one of the original 8. It's kind of interesting because F-Zero is such a not represented franchise currently. It's a franchise I have very mixed feelings on because I cannot get into F-Zero. I understand why people want a new F-Zero so bad, but I cannot get into it, unfortunately. Oh god, so yeah, Ness, this was a big deal because Earthbound was like, well, actually Ness is one of the original 8, but still. Earthbound was a game I was really fascinated to play. I did not know about emulation at the time, but I was always fascinated by this game and eventually played it when it came out for the Wii U Virtual Console. Hi Serena, welcome on in. I'm just getting my ass kicked a little bit. I'm not good at Melee, as a heads up. Do not expect high-level play from yours truly. Okay. Ow. You do not? Okay. That's good, because you're not getting it. But anyway, hi, hope you're doing well. Again, don't know what most of these are for. Oh shoot, I forgot ice climbers exist. How could I forget the ice climbers? So this one's another, like, little platforming one first, before you actually fight them. Most people forget about ice climbers? Yeah. They're cool. I just don't think the game is very remarkable. I don't think anyone thinks the game is remarkable though, so it's not like a hot take on my part. I just think the game's kind of basic. I don't know if it even has a traditional ending, for that matter. The music's great though. How did I take... Damn, oh, probably the little enemy I ran into. Okay, now it speeds up. I'll be real, as a kid I remember dying here a lot. But yeah, if I had actually remembered, I would have, because of like, the story about like associating Melee with the timing of the B movie when I first played this game. It's like, I wish I had actually remembered to like queue up like the Wii version of the B movie and have that ready to go just to have a little tie-in. But I also started late today, so it's probably for the best that I don't push myself too far, especially because I've streamed 3 days in a row at this point. Because Wednesday there was the one-off, well, technically a game clear, and then State of Play, and then this. So yeah, I'm streaming a lot this week, so it's probably for the best that I'm not, you know, going too ham. Again, it might be a short-ish stream, we'll see. Wow, I got a lot that time. I think this is stock. Like, I think you always fight Metal Mario and Luigi. Metal Luigi is a big deal, because I think the original only had... having you stream 4 out of 5 weekdays? Yes. This is not normal. Do not expect this. I will burn out. To be fair, a lot of people stream, like, a lot more than I do, because, like, I also only stream 3 hours a week at max. A lot of people stream, like, way more than that. What the hell happened to Mario? Squishes me? Oh, thank you. Where? There we go. That should be enough. Yeah. Again, I would like to stream more than 3 hours at some point, like start at 3 and go to 7 and do 4-hour streams. I just do not have it in me at the moment to wake up that early, because I'm also going to bed ungodly late still. That's a problem for me, is like, I've been waking up early this week, obviously, but I've been going to bed at still very unhealthy times. So that is something I genuinely need to fix about myself. So Bowser's an alt color here. Does that mean we get Giga Bowser? Like, is that a correlation? Hi, Suicune. Oh, I thought you had a laser in the later games. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different Pokemon. Ow. Well, that didn't entirely work the way I had hoped. Oh yeah, Super Scope. This one sucks in this game, actually. I say as I immediately land a shot, but you can't move while using it in this game, which is kind of annoying. Neat. And then moment of truth. Okay, so we did get Giga Bowser. Oh, Bowser needs moisturizer in Smash Bros. Games. I don't know why Bowser's so crusty in all of them. Because this is a thing in, this is a thing in, Brawl, especially. Brawl Bowser and Smash 4 Bowser looks so dehydrated. Like, talk about try Bowser. Okay, cool. That might be the weirdest way I've ever won that fight, but neat. Gowser for short, oh my god. Here I was, thinking I'd have a hard time fighting Giga Bowser, and then he just SDs. Hey. GG. Yeah, we'll go through Classic and All-Star as well, of course. I don't know if that's all the trophies now that I think about it. Again, full disclosure, I had a memory card corrupt as a kid. The one that had like all my saves, so I just kind of downloaded a save. I don't want to unlock Mewtwo again, I'm gonna be real. That would take a while. There's nothing we're actually doing the credits game in this one. I think that's a later edition. It's also very touchy. But yeah, that was Pikachu's run. That was relatively swift. Not too painful either. You can also speed this up. We might do it for classic mode because it'll be the same credits, just different music. Can't believe we fell that easily. I can't either. That was like really silly, and I'm glad that happened because I've never seen it happen before. I've done that before because I'm not good at Smash Bros. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the CPU do that before. Oh my god, all the credits. And there we go, 82 hit. Not bad. I always love these little like ending videos. I feel like they got a lot more self-referent, like meta later on, where they actually reference a lot more. But I may be misremembering. Okay, I guess we'll just jump straight into classic mode then. Hey, what if we play Pichu instead? We're gonna go easy, just to make my life easier. I don't think I can handle Pichu on normal or above. I don't know who I'll play, All-Star mode with, cause, I'm just playing Pikachu as a bit at this point. Oh god, how the hell do I play Pichu in this game? Oh no. Okay. Hi, Porygon. God, Pichu is way better in Ultimate. Oh god, what did I get myself into? Well, that's an interesting team up there. Please carry me, Bowser. There's only so much my little Pichu arms can do. I'm just kind of avoiding forward smash. I think that's my main ticket right now. Ow. Alrighty, this is Master Hand and Crazy Hand actually, so I probably should have done a higher difficulty to see Crazy Hand potentially. Oh well. Hi Zon! Pat the Zon, pat the Serena. Pichu is not good. Yeah, this was a choice on my part. Gotta lock in. One moment. Okay. Am I actually moving up? Or am I just kind of staying in place? Oh god. Oh jeez. Okay, so yeah. Again, not great at this game. There's something weird about seeing a Pichu with the name Yuna below it. That feels weird somehow. But yeah, just stand there and blow up, please. Never mind. That's fine. Okay, I lived. Wasn't Pichu like top tier in Ultimate for a bit? Pichu with Yuna below it makes sense with Yazan? Pichu with Yuna above is... Wait, what do you mean? I'm processing this sentence. Ow. Oh my god, a regular-ass box did that much damage. Cool, thank you for just eating that hit, Falco. You said Yuna below it? I know I said that, as in the name. Giant Donkey Kong. Okay. Name is above it? I mean on the, like, versus screen before the match. Instead of showing, like, the character name, it says the player name in this one. That was what, stage 4? I think? Yeah, Serena? Oh, it's like, what am I gonna do with y'all? Like, kiss you, probably. Like me being good at video games sometimes. Hi, Captain Falcon. Okay. We're just really doing that, huh? Yeah. Again, playing this game has me like, I wish I was playing Brawl right now, I'm not gonna lie. But again, it makes sense to go in order. I almost got this game, actually. I almost was like, I'm just gonna leave Brawl in. But then it's like, no, Melee's important too. I should play Melee on stream and embarrass myself. Case in point, I almost just ate it there. You know, aerials actually seem like a good bet with Pichu. Ah. There we go. Pichu's so happy in this game, and most games, let's be real. We have what Luna Snow looks like in Fortnite now, they massacred her, that does not shock me whatsoever. I'll have to look that up later. It's a relief I stop playing Fortnite sometimes. Now I'm just dumping too much time and money into Marvel Rivals, which is not much better in some ways. I am a sucker for FOMO, unfortunately. This is something else I've been kind of thinking about myself with, like, why am I so easily suckered in by FOMO? And it's partly just because, like, I like having something to do. Like having a game that's like, oh, this game has daily logins. That makes it like easy to just jump into a game because like otherwise I'll just sit around trying to figure out what game to play. And now I've chosen a different method of, hey, I'll just ask my friends and girlfriends, like, what should I play today? It's like Spyro 2, it's like cool, and then after I finish Spyro 2, I'm like, now what? And there's like Spyro 3, it's like, okay, I'm playing Spyro 3, I guess. Oh god, that launches ya. Oh no, I think I miscalculated. We're just gonna take this door, I don't think I can make the next one. Sweet. 2 coins. Again. Honestly, kinda glad I didn't stream Spyro 2 and 3, yeah. I do wish I had enjoyed them, and to be fair, I think I was too harsh in the moment, because I was just getting frustrated by a lot of things separate from the game. Like, just to be blunt about it, not to go into any detail. But I think external factors also hurt my enjoyment of Spyro 2 and 3. Like, just kind of other things going on at the time that just made me feel crappier and thus more harsh towards the games. But some levels just genuinely were not fun, to be honest. Again, I honestly think my overall take is still that Spyro 2 is backloaded, Spyro 3 is front-loaded. Though, I think the last world of Spyro 3 is actually alright. Like, Metropolis is pretty Metropolis was Spyro 2. Wait a minute. What the hell's a Spyro 3, like, final hub level? I can't think of any. Midnight Mountain? Yeah, that one's pretty good, I think. Maybe. But yeah. I also found well, Spyro 3 also kind of screwed up the bosses from what I hear. Like, they made, like, a lot of bosses in 3 weirdly easy, and I think bosses in 2 weirdly hard. Ow. Like, the middle boss in Spyro 2 was not fun, in my opinion. That one was just extraordinarily rough, and I don't understand why. Ended up needing to look up speedruns. And thankfully the speedrun strats in the original still kind of apply to Reignited in terms of cheesing AI. Haunted Tomb, Crystal Islands, Dino Mines, Harbor Speedway, and Desert Level. Honestly, yeah, no, those are like fine levels. Harbor Speedway is actually like decent. For the flight levels in Spyro 3 are genuinely the best in the series, in my opinion. In that they're not total ass that you have to like trial and error your way through as much as Spyro 2. I found. Thank you. For the head pats. Can you tell I don't play Pichu? So the fun thing with, again, playing Melee is I never found a main in this game. The reason I'm just kind of goofing around with different characters. Like, Pikachu is the closest thing I have to a main at this point. Pichu I'm playing because, you know, Serena, let's be real. Just not gonna even try to be subtle about this. Ow. Jesus. But like, it would take until literally, like, okay, who did I play for? Like, Zero Suit Samus, I think? And friends kept getting on me to play Sheik, and I never liked listening to my friends recommending me characters because I always felt like they were just like, play a high tier. It's like, no, I want to play the character I want to play. Shut the hell up. I had so many people get on me for playing like Zelda and Ultimate because it's like, oh well, you should just play like a top tier, and it's like, no, I want to play the character I like to play. And then like Joker came out, and it's like, okay, I'll switch. And then Pyre and Mythra came out, and it's like, okay, I'm definitely switching now. But yeah, I just talked about other stuff. That was Master Hand. We were on easy, so no crazy hand. No craigie hand, as Serena would say. If you play another character, play Ness or Samus. Oh goody. Do I know how to play Samus in this game? Because I mean, we still have All-Star mode to go through, and I might spend the last part of the stream just goofing around in event mode, and do some of the side modes. At this point, we're like 17 minutes. Preemptive shush to certain people in chat. About 17 minutes from ad break. So I might just goof off with some of the stadium modes in the meantime. Yeah, most of my mains are like Ultimate. Genuinely, I do enjoy playing as Pyre and Mythra. That was the most I played Ultimate, was when they came out. Yeah, Smash 4, I think it was mostly Zero Suit Samus. There was another character I liked in Ultimate in 4 as well, and I'm trying to remember who it was. Sadly, my saves are basically long gone. Snake, Samus, and sometimes Toon Link. Gotcha. What else? I'm genuinely trying to think of other cases, like in 64 I would play Pikachu. That's part of the reason I started Pikachu today, because that's sort of the character I know the best in this era. Alright, again, despite downloading a save file, I also cleared the records, so it's still unlocking all these again. So we'll save that, but let's actually dabble in this for a little bit. Alright, Samus. Wait, actually no, Nest might be a good fit for this. Oh right, we're doing break the targets, oopsie, I was not paying attention. This is gonna be the slowest run of Ness's break the targets you have ever seen. I do not guarantee being good at this. I think I did play Lucas a bit in 4, maybe? Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think I mostly played Roy in 4, after he came out. Like, genuinely, I think Roy was one of the characters I played the most. We should play Smash sometime, yeah, I agree. You will kick my ass, Serena. No question. Don't go easy? Oh, that's so reassuring. Oh my god, I actually got that. That surprised me somewhat. I, again, have told the story before. Fighting games are some of the most frustrating games for me to play with people, because I'm in this no man's land. Well, of course I'm in a no man's land. I'm a lesbian. Jokes aside, I'm in this no man's land of like skill gap, to the point that I can never find people at my skill level. Like, oh, well, that was underwhelming. Basically, historically, whenever I've played Smash Bros, I've always been in the middle of everyone's skill level. I was either not as good as all the people who were really good at the game, and then I also was better than all the people just learning the game. So I just never could find people where I was just at that sweet spot for, where it's like, oh, these people are actually like, pretty evenly matched. We'd be good rivals, yeah. I mean, we play a lot. Shoot, I didn't mean to do that. We played a lot of Guilty Gear for a while, and I do miss that, to be honest. Truth be told, I haven't even played Strive in a hot minute. Yeah. God, this game feels weird compared to every later Smash Bros. That wasn't amazing, but I was better than like 30 yards. Or 30 feet. That's respectable, I'd say. Not like gonna blow your socks off or anything, but that's fine. Then Multi-Man. Oh, that's a lot more than I thought. I mean, this is just kind of the same thing with different lengths, to be honest. You're not wearing socks anyway, same. We'll play Samus for these. Where are you, girly pop? There you are. This is fighting the wireframes as quickly as you can. Oh my god, son. What the hell? Oh my god, I'm getting kind of bodied here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think Screw Attack works differently in this game. It's a one-hit instead of a combo move. Like a multi-hit. So I should have just been doing the Screw Attack over and over again. Yeah, we're not gonna do all of these, because 15 minutes of this is just kind of tedious, if I'm being real. But just to demonstrate a couple of the modes. Oh, maybe it is multi-hit still. I feel like Samus is a character that desperately needs a move overhaul if there's ever another Smash Bros. Just because her moves are so, like, not based on any actual video game. Because of just her not having much to build off of. That's a big problem with the original 8, is like that there's so much they could draw from, and they kind of don't because they want to keep the movesets consistent. It's like, yeah, no, would it be a problem to just completely retool Mario, have him play completely differently, and more inspired by, like, Odyssey or something? Like, would that be weird? Would that throw people off? And then they could stop Dr. Mario and have him play, like, you know, classic Mario, kind of like what they do in Ultimate as an Echo Fighter. I don't know if he's actually an Echo now that I think about it. But yeah, like, I do think that is an avenue, is to just basically have side characters that kind of represent old playstyles. Like, I personally think, you know, a lot of Fire Emblem characters could be differentiated more. Honestly, Byleth and, you know, regardless of how you feel about their source material and them as a character, as especially DLC before the game even came out, Corrin. I think Corrin is actually one of the more interesting Fire Emblem characters to play, as is Byleth. Mind you, the way these characters are added in feels like shameless self-promo, but I do think they have very unique movesets. I feel like Ike is okay, but Marth and Roy are kind of basic. I kind of wish they had more things to, like, that felt more personal to them. They felt more, like, individualized rather than having very similar moves. And Lucina being an Echo actually kind of makes sense, but, like, now that Marth has made more appearances and not just an NES or SNES game, I kind of felt like Marth could get overhauled and then Lucina could just keep a lot of Marth's original moveset or something like that. Or the other way around. Either way, I do feel like the next Smash, if we get another Smash Bros. At this current avenue, I feel like they should just retool a bunch. There's also the question of, do they pull an Ultimate 2 again? Because Ultimate's just kind of like Wii U, but more. So, like, if they do that again, but just Ultimate but more, will they get, like, Sora back? Will they get Sora back as in the company, as in Sakurai? Though I don't think Sora actually exists as a company. I think it dissolved. But will, one, Sakurai work on it, and two, will... What am I trying to say? Will they get all the roster back? Because, like, oh, someone's main's gotta get cut at a point, I feel. It's like, you know, I'll be bummed if I can't play Pyron Mythra, for example. But I'll understand it, because, like, let's be real, they'd keep Shulk over Pyron Mythra, because Shulk's the popular one, as much as I do not like Shulk as a character. Still a company? Oh, I thought it got disbanded for some reason. Anyway, 53, I'm not gonna go any farther with that, and that also tells me that 3 and 15 are not. It's just him and his wife? Oh, I did not know that. The other one I will attempt in this set is Cruel Melee, because this one's actually different. The traditional recommendation is Marth for this. I will screw this up immediately, I guarantee it. But, like, just kind of doing this. I'm just hoping to get the tipper to actually land. But, yeah, no, this is hard. They don't call it Cruel Melee for nothing. Actually, I don't know if this is the strat. I know this is the strat for Ultimate. I actually don't know if it's the case for this game also, now that I think about it. So yeah, yeah, Serena? That's one way to call it, I suppose. But then also, like, I guess we can mess around with this a little bit more. We only did Nesses. We can goof around with a few of the others. Target mode in this game is actually cool. There's a lot of, like, neat variations. And it's very hard, too. But they're also, like, visually themed differently, which is nice. So, like, this is obviously based on DK original. which is nice. Nice little visual flourish. Yeah, if only I was better at melee. There's also one down there, which I don't know how to get. There's also the cape move. Mario doesn't have that later on. No, wait, Mario loses the tornado, that's right. So yeah, Mario gets a tornado move, down B. That's replaced with Flood, and I desperately hope Flood is gone in the next Smash Bros. Game, because we're so removed from Sunshine at this point. Like, why does he still have Flood? Like, give him, like, anything else. What the hell am I looking at here? What happened to why is there a GameCube in the center? I actually never noticed that was a GameCube before. I'm pretty sure I haven't, at least. And in this game, Luigi's voice is just kind of like Mario's, but pitched higher. It's really weird. It's like the Naru of Super Smash Bros, where instead of just having his own voice, he's just Mario pitched higher. Again, that's probably a very specific joke there. We're not gonna go through all of these. Let's see what Peach's is like, because she can float in this game. So I wonder if they use that. This is also like, as much as people complain about like Smash Run, which I also agree should come back at some point. Oh god, how did I live? I actually missed the personalized break targets. I think that is also one of the big omissions in the franchise that really should come back at some point. Because in addition to just being like little fun challenges, these are also just genuine tests of characters. It's like a glorified tutorial in a way, where it's like, it teaches you about the character's moves, so it's more useful than as just a little, like, time trial. It's like actively teaching you how to play these characters, but starting with Brawl, they started just having generalized ones. And then Ultimate, I don't think even has anything like this. Yeah, we'll skip Yoshi. What the hell is Ganondorf's gonna be like? This is probably going to be torture. Okay, this is not how I expected this to go. In the sense of the stage itself, I did expect to fail it. I'll be real. Kirby's is gonna be a lot of flight. The Ice Climbers is probably going to be very annoying. Oh wow, this is just themed after Ice Climbers. Oh god, it is themed after Ice Climbers. Everything is breakable. Yeah, this is kind of just a quick sweep of everything. I'm not gonna go too in-depth with this, just because, I'll be here all day if I actually attempted to complete all these. Like, Samus is still very much had no moveset changes, and they could really draw from, like, either Prime or Dread or just anything. Because they haven't. I think fighting games are afraid of change. A good example is every fighting game in the last like 5 years, where it feels like everyone just does not want things to change. And I get it on one hand. When you have a character you're familiar with, you don't want them to be completely radically altered. Cough cough, I'm a Dizzy main. But it is a case of, like, I don't think it's necessarily bad, it's just different. In the case of Dizzy, I think there is still something missing from her kit, to be honest. There should be, like, one more move. I do miss, like, basically all of her specials shove people away. And that's a problem when you're playing a very aggressive game like Strive, where you're trying to, like, keep everyone, like, close to you for comboing purposes. So again, I feel like she needs, like, one more move that, like, does not launch the opponent really far away, and then that would help a lot. Something to just kind of bring her moveset together. Yeah, that was just a quick look at a bunch of break target stages. with varying degrees of success. You can also move this with the C-stick. That's very jarring. But yeah, I guess ads are coming up, so we're gonna take a break there. I'm gonna get up and stretch and whatnot, and then we'll try All-Star mode and see how that goes. Oh hi, the ad ended. For some reason I was caught off guard by it this time. It just kinda snuck up on me, I guess. Song's just about to end, which is very convenient. So we'll tab back over here and resume the game. Alrighty, I have returned. So let's try out All-Star mode and see how this goes. Who the hell do we play for this mode? Oh no, I am not ready for this. I mean, we had okay results with Pikachu and Pichu. Part of me wants to play someone else though, just to mix up. We haven't played either of these two, so we'll play as Roy. I don't remember Roy looking like this in this game. Okay. Good start. Interesting. Huh. I did not expect to fight Dr. Mario by himself for some reason. Oh yeah, you have this little rest area. This is the song from Kirby Superstar. I've gotten to fight them all individually in this game. That's really weird, actually. And it also seems randomized, because like later games, like, are set up in such a way that you fight them grouped together, usually in like clusters, like by series, by release date, stuff like that. So it's weird to just have them all scattered about like this. Phantom Dreams is probably one of my favorite stages. It's probably one of the worst stages for optimization though in Smash. Like, it always feels like it drops frames. Specifically, I think in Ultimate, I've had issues with this stage. Like online, but that's also just Brawls on, or Ultimate's online is bad. Speaking of online, something I actually didn't think about yesterday with the state of play, is they didn't say anything about netcode for Dead or Alive, which was interesting. Because typically when like fighting games, like with VF5, big selling point of VF5 coming back was, oh hey, we're using rollback now. But Dead or Alive didn't say anything about that. So people are like, is it still using the old delay based? Wow, I'm getting beat up and we're on stage like 3. I need to be more careful, I think. Oh hey, we are getting 2 in this fight. Okay, let's pop that. Okay. Not gonna take any chances, but I also need to be way more careful, apparently. Alright, high coughing. There we go. Piece of cake. No damage, so we didn't, you know, we're making good progress, but I'm also being very careless. Okay, so now they're doing groups of 2. Oh, maybe it just starts sequentially, like the first few fights, and then it just builds up from there. Ow. Oh god, the timing of that is so weird in this game. It's also weird going back to like Smash 4, where it's like everything takes way longer to kill, like to hit like kill percent, than every other Smash Bros. Brawl is also pretty bad at this, I'm pretty sure. Where it's like, it feels like launches are so slow that it just takes forever to make any like progress. Okay, another little sneak peek at a game that may or may not be played as part of the series. Alright. Roy is also interesting because Blazing Blade was not out in anywhere when he was added, so Yeah, everyone playing this game was probably like, who the hell is this? In a similar vein, Lucas almost was in this game to promote Mother 3, but that's a whole thing. Because, like, Mother 3 got delayed. Well, what was the story at this point? Like, it was supposed to be an N64 game, I'm pretty sure, and then got delayed. And then eventually cancelled and moved to GBA. And I actually don't even know what the timeline of Mother 3's development at this point would have been. Like, in 2001, what was the state of actually being able to play Mother 3? Like, was it announced for GBA at this point? Was it still, like, an N64 game? Oh, that sucks. Okay. Oh, you can continue, and we have plenty of coins, so we'll just do that. I was worried for a moment we'd have to restart from the beginning, but that's fine. I wonder if that restores the heart containers as well. I'm also not sure how in-depth I'm gonna go with Brawl, because again, I do plan on doing Brawl too, but a lot of these are just the same mode, essentially. Just with more characters, which is like gonna take a lot longer. But the main, you know, appeal of Brawl in the first place is subspace, of course. So Roy's the opposite of Marth. Instead of his max damage being at the tip of the sword, it's at the base. So you have to basically recalibrate around that. And then you have Chrom and Lucina's echoes of both. Oh wait, the heart containers do stay as we had left them. Interesting. But basically, Chrom and Lucina work like Marth and Roy respectively, except they don't have the damage conditions. It's a consistent flat damage rate. Which means basically people just play as Roy or Marth, because, you know, you get to the point where you do so much more with that little buff. Actually, in this game, I don't know what the situation is with Roy. I know that's the case in the later games, but I don't know about this one. Then Roy was like drastically redesigned for 4, and I don't even think that design is like from anything. Because Heroes wasn't even a thing at that point. It's kind of weird, the fighting game tradition of just, here's our DLC, it's the same characters that we cut from the previous roster. Like, Tekken has that problem real bad right now, where it's like, Roger's neat, or Roger Jr. specifically. But like, a lot of the characters that are DLC so far, like Kunimitsu, it's just like, oh hey, look at this character that was already DLC for the previous game. So it just kind of feels like, you know, it feels weird. Even Strive, I think, didn't have the problem as much, because like Season 1, for example, was Jacko, Gold Lewis, Happy Chaos, was Bike in Season 1? I actually can't remember. Like, genuinely, I actually can't remember. But either way, the other, like, returning character of that season was Testament, which was, like, Testament wasn't in Xrd, so it was, like, kind of cool seeing them come back. So it didn't feel like, oh, you're just having to pay again for the same character. Then Season 2 was Bridget and Sin. Bridget, Sin... Was Sin Season 3? I actually can't remember, it's been so long. Like, genuinely, I'm blanking on that. Oh wait, did we just fight Mr. Game & Watch by himself? Oh shoot, I didn't let the health tick all the way down, so it only healed half of what I wanted it to heal. Oopsie. That sucks. At least this is a weird stage, so we can kind of cheese this out a little bit, probably. Yeah, Roy's a little bit slower than Marth. Actually, not in this game. Roy feels very similar to Marth in this specific game. The other difference is instead of like a stab, his charge B is like a downward strike. Then in Brawl, Ike is kind of like the analog to Roy in terms of being a little bit more like slow but heavy hitting. Yeah, our score here is going to be bad, but again, I'm not overly concerned. Yeah, I'm genuinely trying to remember the order of characters in Strive now. Because it's been so long. Wow, this is a weird place to be fighting this. Like, what is happening? That was very awkward. Just kind of poking Bowser from above here. Wow, okay, what? Where the hell? Okay, that works. That works for me. Yeah, it might have been Biken for Season 1. Season 2 was Sin, Asuka, Bedman? Question mark? That's not me questioning if it was Bedman. I think it was Bedman. I'm pretty sure it was. Sin, Bridget, Sin, Asuka, Bedman sounds right. 3 would have been... That was loud. 3 would have been Elfelt, Johnny, Slayer, ABBA? Right? Is that right? And then Season 4 was, Dizzy, Venom, Unica, Lucy. Yeah, that sounds right. I can't believe I actually remembered eventually. Yeah, that's All-Star mode. It's just fight every character. But yeah, there are separate trophies for All-Star mode compared to Classic or Adventure. So each character has 3 trophies in this game. Not even counting like special ones, because some characters do have special trophies. Like, oh hey, here's a trophy for like an early appearance of this character. We've sat through these credits 3 times, haven't we? I'm just kind of button mashing and checking something. Yeah, my main goal for this quick look was to get through the 3 main single player modes, and then spend the rest of the time dabbling in the other modes. We took a quick look at Multi-Man and Break the Targets and the home run contest. We didn't do great on any of those, mind you, but still, I didn't expect to. Again, melee is not my forte. But yeah, the rest of it will probably be spent on event mode. We'll just goof around there for a bit. Again, might be a shorter stream, just because, again, I have streamed 4 out of 5 days of this week so far. Needless to say, I'm taking the weekend off. I have other plans. Also, happy Valentine's Day to anyone who partakes. This is only the 2nd time in my entire life I can technically do something for Valentine's Day. And what's that going to be? Probably just watching my girlfriend play Unbeatable is my Valentine's Day plan. Like, genuinely. I mean, I can think of worse ways to spend a Valentine. Alright, but that takes care of that. And, yeah, we basically went through everything. This game doesn't have much content, actually. You could drink some alcohol tonight? True. Or tomorrow night. I don't guarantee... Oh, wait. Only 10... Oh. I was hoping all of them would be unlocked, to be honest. But event mode is kind of interesting in this game. To me, event mode reminds me a little bit of, like, what would eventually become, World of Light. Like, World of Light, instead of being an analog to Subspace Emissary, almost feels more like an analog to event mode, to me. And same goes for the Spirit Board, obviously. Just did 12:45, the 12:45 minute bookend on Unbeatable. Oh my god, what score did you end up with? Oh, your hand's okay. Rainy Cheers Shed. I have a hard time playing or hearing that song, and I cannot explain anymore because that just hits different. Like, something about Unbeatable hits, like, it's the whole like thing I was talking about the other day about objectivity versus subjectivity, where objectively, I feel like I said that wrong. Objectively, I was trying to emphasize the first syllable. Objectively speaking is what I'm trying to say. Unbeatable's got some scuff to it. I'm gonna be blunt. It's got some quirks. They just patched the game, so you know that might not age well, but. And they're still working on things. Stuff that they're talking about doing is like certain, like having more retries for some things. So they still have some work to do, but they're mainly trying to achieve console parity. Because at this point, the versions were a little bit off sync from each other. Like there are glitches only on console. Which they just did. I thought that was in the patch notes of something they were gonna add. But maybe I misread. They announced DLC, which again, you know, props to them for actually like, you know, patching the game before announcing the paid DLC. That's appreciated, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, the console parity patch, that's what I meant. Yeah, that was mainly what they were trying to do with this current update, is parity with the 3 versions. And then some more features like retries and not failing forward, I think were set to be in the next patch. Or like a future patch that they're considering. If I read the patch notes correctly, which I may not have. Okay, Yoshi's just being a little asshole here, okay. Oh wait, we have 3 lives. I don't need to be as careful. Yuna's Rock for Clout and Women Wrestling for the Shamey DLC. But where was I actually going with that? Where I was going with that is, objectively speaking, if I had to like rate Unbeatable on pure like objective merits, it'd be like a 7 out of 10, I think. In terms of like emotional impact of this game, this is like at least a 9. Probably a 10. Like genuinely. And it's so fascinating too, because like so many people had the same experience I did of kind of like having a huge dip in enjoyment around like chapter 4 or 5, like just not having a good time and just like, I don't know if I'm gonna finish this game. And then when you get to chapter just chapter 4 mainly. And then when you get to chapter 5 and 6, it's like this game is the literal peak. This is like one of the most like heartfelt and like impactful games I've ever played in my entire life. It's like a lot of people are like, this is life-changing. So it's just kind of fascinating. Like, I've seen so many people talk about like the turnaround of opinion from like chapter 4 to 5 and 6 is like stark. Oh, goody. Coin matches, my favorite thing. We gotta get... oh god, we're on a time limit. We might not complete many of these. Again, I thought all 50 would be unlocked, which was my mistake. I genuinely don't know why they aren't unlocked. Maybe I accidentally, like when resetting some data, accidentally reset that too. That was mercifully easy. I don't know what happened there. A rainbow of Kirby's. So it's a pride parade. Yeah, like chapter 4 was not helped by me accidentally skipping like a huge portion of it. And then like an achievement being broken that they just fixed. So yeah, like I genuinely do think, you know, in a couple patches, the game will genuinely unironically be like a 9 out of 10 in both axes. But in this case, like, the personal enjoyment axis is way higher on the personal enjoyment axis than the than the objective game design axis, if that makes sense. Like, if there's an X and Y axis of like objective feelings and subjective feelings, yeah, it would differ slightly. Yeah, it's very unpolished, but in a way, it's just this, like, the funny part for me is how much it fits. Like, like, narrative... Wait, what is happening? Oh. Narratively speaking, the game is rough. In a way that it almost feels like... it being so, like, unpolished actually works in the game's favor by the nature of it having this, like, heart to it, where it's like, you don't have to be perfect, you just have to do it, kind of. And yeah, so in that way, weirdly enough, the rough patch has actually kind of enhanced the experience, which feels very backwards in a way. Like, it doesn't necessarily make sense of like, wait, how does it being glitchy make it better? But it actually kind of does. Not to say that I don't think they should fix the bugs, mind you, but just like, it kind of just shows that a humanity, essentially. That's kind of my takeaway on Unbeatable. It feels human in a way that, like, a lot of games struggle to achieve nowadays, especially with Gen AI and just corporate bullshit. People are talking about that with Suda51's new game, Romeo is a Dead Man, where it's like, this game is like, some of the scores are like a 9 out of 10, others are like a 4 out of 10. And some people are noting it's extremely rough at parts, like PC version is extremely rocky. So, like, objectively speaking, it's not, like, great, but it also is, like, a decidedly human piece of fiction in a way that makes people respect it more. And again, that's basically how I feel about Unbeatable. It's like, it feels so human, it feels raw, in a way that, like, I don't necessarily get from a lot of games. Thank you, Serena. I appreciate that, honestly. I worry sometimes that it don't even make sense when I just talk about stuff like this. Like, I'm just rambling incoherently. So we have to wait until Zelda transforms into Sheik to actually finish the fight. You can't swim in this version. There's no swimming yet. That won't be a thing until Brawl. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get through all the challenges today, just as a heads up. We'll see. Because, like, part of me is like, on one hand, stubbornness. So, what if I just, like, lock in and just do all the challenges and, like, push an extra hour? Yeah, the game hurts. On Sunday, I'm gonna cry. Like, I guarantee it. What if he just confessed to start anyway? What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean, Serena? Yeah, and again, like, again, this isn't to justify Unbeatable having a lot of problems, and I think the devs are well aware. So, like, it's not something I'll harp on, because they are actively trying to fix shit, and I applaud them for it as a small team. And again, patching the bulk of the major issues before announcing DLC is a good thing in my opinion. Mind you, there is the deluxe edition, but like anything past that. But genuinely, it's such a, like, yeah, I think that is a way to put it. It's like, it's a decidedly human piece of fiction in a time when, like, AI nonsense is happening, and just, like, it can become kind of demoralizing to, like, create in a hellscape where things are just this dire, and so I think that's why Unbeatable hits a certain way, because thematically it feels like it's disconnected enough to still feel very fictional, but it's still connected enough to resonate to things that we are all going through right now. If that makes any sense. When you lock it, it brings good things, yeah. I know, I just always worry about like doing the wrong thing and then not being able to bring it back from like a really bad place, essentially. That's why I put off a lot of things, like decision. This is why I have horrible executive dysfunction. Because I constantly worry that I constantly worry that I'll make the wrong choice, so that gives me crippling executive dysfunction to struggle with decisions, period. Hence, with streaming, the idea of Fox Girls Favorites as a stream series is partly just because, hey, I want to reduce the amount of decision making on the fly I have to do, so I'm just gonna literally decide a bunch of games to stream that I know I'll like, probably, and go from there. So like Fox Girls Favorites was very calculated from the perspective of, oh shit, from the perspective of making choice paralysis a little bit easier to navigate in the first part of streaming. Mind you, there will definitely be times where I still struggle with choice paralysis, like Wednesday was just like, what the hell do I stream? So yeah, just that. But in general, I am deliberately trying to reduce choice paralysis. And again, like, part of me wants to do a game clearing poll setup. Okay, they just come back. Gotcha. Noted. So fighting them is kind of futile. I'm also used to things going wrong, to be very blunt. So that's also part of the reason why I hesitate with decisions. I'm used to making the quote-unquote wrong choice. Whether or not it is the wrong choice, it ends up feeling like the wrong choice. See, now this is the easy part, because they can barely keep up with the screen scroll now. So I can just kind of chill for a bit. Second try, not bad. Nice. What do you mean a new record? Oh, it does count KOs. Take out Captain Falcon in less than 7 seconds? Well, let me get away with this. Like, I don't think it'll let me SD. Oh, he won't even get back over here in time. Yeah, okay. So heavy character. Bowser it is, but not trying to side B. Actually, side B might work, just not the SD. Wait, does side B work differently in this game? Hey, that worked. Okay, I'll take it. No complaints. To protect the single remaining Yoshi egg from being broken? What does that mean? Oh god. Okay, Yoshi's bad in this game also, so that's something I need to be very cognizant of. Uh-huh. Okay. But yeah, Romeo is a Dead Man is a game that, you know, Suda games are a lot. If you've ever played No More Heroes or know about it, you will already know that very well, probably. But yeah, Romeo is a Dead Man is not a game for me, but it's a game I still respect because it's like, you know, Suda's been very anti-AI for one thing. And I think that's for the game's benefit, that it feels so decidedly human from what I've heard. That also counts chaos, but it's fine. Trophy tussle, what the hell is this? Oh, is this fighting on a trophy? I think that's what this is. But yeah. Another game I really want to play, but I don't know if I have the stomach for it right now, Small Saga, because that game seems good. It's just a lot. Like, the opening of the game, which I did stream, by the way, it's a lot. So, yeah, it kind of caught me off guard, having only seen Zon play later parts of it, that the beginning is, like, that dark, I guess. And even with some warning, it still kind of caught me off guard a bit. Okay. Well, that works. I'll take it. Not what I was trying to do, but it works. Girl power. The girl's the case in Pikachu. Well, Pikachu can be a girl in this game because Pikachu doesn't have gender differences yet. Like, this is actually a genuine thing, by the way. Oh, why am I tiny? Oh, there's a joke here. I don't know if I want to make it. All my, like, immediate... My partners are gonna immediately know what joke it would be. Probably. Like, we're playing as a tiny Pikachu right now. Oh, this is scary. Because we're very light as is. Oh, okay. That works. Nice. I don't remember being a small for this one. But we have a very high-pitched voice. Yeah, Serena? Cool. What else was I thinking about in terms of, like, topics? I was talking about the PlayStation thing a little bit earlier. Trying to keep your growing gap from Peter. Oh, you're locking into Unbeatable. Yeah, context. They've been in a contest, not an unofficial contest. They've been just trying to have better scores than the other for, like, days now. Small Sagas a lot of times, yeah. Yeah, no, part of me is like, do I just lock in and try all 50 and hope for the best and hope I don't lose my mind? Wait, what's this one? LR... Oh shoot, I remember now. You can only KO with Warp Stars. That's what this is. Had to take a moment to actually remember what this objective is. Worth it if you can handle it? Yeah. Because I took so long to figure out what the goal of this was, I might not actually have enough time to do this. Yeah, they're too spread out. But now that I get it, this should be fine. Especially if I get, like, groupings like that. But when they get spread out like that, that's a problem. And when the R-Wing blocks me, okay. God damn it. This is still doable. Just gotta be careful. Might be too far away, actually. We'll see. Okay, we're fine. Fight a fellow bounty hunter for the bounty on Bowser. Everyone always forgets these characters are bounty hunters. So we're basically trying to get the KO before Captain Falcon, right? Yeah, okay. Point taken. Now, what would be the best way to do this? Probably a Meteor Smash if I can land it. Or just keep him away from Captain Falcon, that's the other thing. Oh shoot. Yeah, this one's hard, okay. God damn it, of course it's number 17 that I'm struggling on so much. Yeah, again, not being the best at melee is not helping this situation. I was not sure if that would count as me or not. I'll take it. Everyone has a dark side too. Funny thing, Dark Link in Smash doesn't even look like this. The Dark Link in Brawl, I mean, is playable. Looks like the vision scene from Twilight Princess. Which is still Dark Link in essence, but... I like how he has the red tunic. It's very, like, coded to, Ocarina. No, you would have the blue one by then, because you're in the water. Wait, you get the blue tunic. No, that's not right. You need the blue tunic to get into the water temple. Fake Zelda fan over here. Though, in all fairness, Ocarina is not my speed. It's not my jam. I also don't like playing as Link in this game. I prefer Toon Link, actually. And then Young Link in Ultimate. Because for some reason I always thought Young Link was easier to play, and I don't know why. Cool. I like how the CPU is taunt in this game. By that I mean it's like weird that they taunt in this game. There we go. Even the back up a little bit. Oh, that would have been great a little bit earlier, or a little bit later. To just have him deal that much damage to himself. Okay, my idea did not work. I was trying to just chip him out a little bit. I clipped the side of the thing. I feel like picking up items in this game is really annoying. It's kind of weird that Link of all characters has gotten some of the most overhauls of any of the main roster, like the original 8, by nature of, like, Twilight Princess Link having the Gale Boomerang, and then all the differences, like the remote bombs and everything in Breath of the Wild. But in that game, they can compensate by having, or in Ultimate, I mean, but they can compensate by having, they can compensate by having, what am I trying to say? They can compensate by having, Young Link act as, like, OG Link, in essence. Again, this is kind of what I was saying with Dr. Mario, where it's like... Dr. Mario is kind of like a stand-in for Melee Mario, in a way. Oh, I thought I had him stun-locked for a moment. It's like, that would've been good. Wait, why did that deal damage to Peach? Ow, I'm dead. Okay. I don't remember these challenges being so hard. Well, actually, I do remember these being a little bit hard, but... Yeah, I might actually bail on them and just, like, do as many as we can today, and then... skedaddle. Because it's like, I feel like I will get frustrated if I try to do all of them. Hey, that's actually very convenient. That means we can just kind of take our time. Ow! I ain't sure with this level staying alive. Then, like, you just get random stuff like that happening, which is great. Okay, that worked. Peach is at a very high percent. Like, one more big hit and she's out of here. And one more big hit and I'm out of here. It's Bowser we're talking about. Oh god, oh, that would have KO'd, I'm pretty sure. So, very lucky there. Okay, I'm gonna be real, these matches take way too long, just because it's one at a time. If it was separate, this would be a lot faster. But yeah, with the state of play, I think my overall takeaway, is it was a pretty good save play, but I feel like I'm just in a wait and see mode with most of the games. Like, I'm still a little bit wary about the Castlevania game, even though it looks cool. I'm not convinced it's gonna be like amazing, just because like our standards for Metroidvanias nowadays are different than when Castlevania kind of went dormant in the first place, because like we're getting so many like Metroidvanias now. But it's by the Dead Cells devs, and it's not a roguelike, so that's interesting. Features a character who's like a Belmont, and it's set 23 years after Castlevania 3. So it's like the successor of Trevor Belmont, who traditionally, I did some research last night, is Anne Belmont. Is the daughter of Sypha and Trevor. And so that's who people think is actually playable, unless this is a retcon in which could just be whoever. It could be Sonia or whoever. It's like, if there's sticking original timeline, it's probably Anne Belmont, but that's such a niche detail. I don't entirely trust Konami, a lot of companies, to have that much reference for source material, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Ow. I'm getting real beat up here. That works. Okay, that did not actually work the way I thought it would. That works, in the end. And there's some other stuff in the State of Play that got announced. I totally forgot it got announced. Like, looking back at it. I forgot what it was again, so I can't even talk about it right now. Yeah, like, for State of Plays, it was actually pretty alright. But it's just, part of me is like, my game tastes are different now. To the point of like, again, my most anticipated game is probably Mina the Hollower still, and that's still under the generous assumption that's coming out anytime soon. Cause again, they're just saying spring right now. Trying to KO Nana specifically? That's so weird. I don't know why I can't back throw very easily. Oh, this mission's gonna suck, I can already tell. Oh, off the back wall. Actually, no, Super Scope should work. If I can time it right, Super Scope will be good for this. Does that count if you hit both of them? Okay, you can literally only defeat Nana. That kind of sucks. I feel like Bowser would be a good bet for this. Someone heavy. I can also kind of hit them in such a way that can kind of split them up a bit. Okay, wrong one. Okay, this mission is hard. I don't remember what... Actually, you know what? Jigglypuff might not be a bad option for this. If we don't get it this time, we'll try with Jigglypuff. Yeah, too much. Jigglypuff will have the downside of you have to line this up properly, which is not going to be easy. Again, I'm like so torn on, do we want to lock in and do all 50, or do we want to like actually just do something else, or just end early? Oh yeah, A is not jumping this game. What am I doing? Too much. Okay. Actually, trying to line it up might be difficult. I'm really not sure what the best approach would be here. Something like that, where you split them up and then rest, would be potentially good. Or just dealing more damage to Nana specifically so she launches farther, that also works. There we go. That's what I was talking about earlier. Now, can I do that again without hurting the other one? Damn it. Wait. Okay, that sucks. Nana did get KO'd first, I'm pretty sure. But it didn't count, because Popo also got KO'd. That's very frustrating, actually. God, the physics in this game feel so weird. That's the main thing that's throwing me off, is just how... Oh, okay. Oh shoot, that actually... that's a good point. If they're too far away, they can't recover. Hello! Welcome on in. Fishing and punching, good job. Why did I say good job to that? But what I mean is more like, hell yeah. Hi Freeze, hi Star, hope 14 went well. Thanks for having me earlier, by the way. I kind of peeked in a little bit for that. Yeah, thank you so much for the raid. We're just doing another Fox Girls Favorites. We're doing Melee today. Just kind of vibing with this for a little bit. Again, I don't know if I want to do all the challenges. That's my basic hurdle at the moment, is how much do I want to go really deep into this. Bowser was the right choice, okay. Kiss the girlfriend? Aw, thank you. Yeah, kiss the girlfriend back. My girlfriends are cute. Fun fact. There was all sorts of like posts I've been seeing a lot lately about like not using the phrase fun fact nearly as much. It's one of those things that's just unfortunately part of my lexicon. Oh my god, 100 tiny Marios. Okay, I've gotten into a flow state. Can I keep this up? The answer is no. Oh god, god damn it. Yeah, thank you so much for that raid. We'll do the other shout out now. Again, it's very inconvenient how Twitch works sometimes. Well, since we got a raid, maybe we will go along and actually try to lock in with that. Actually, Bowser was working okay. What I need to do is position myself so they can't fall behind me as easily. This is dangerous because they can definitely throw me off the side of the stage very easily, but... Yeah, thank you so much for the raid. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Yuna. I am a Snowfox VTuber. We're currently going through a lot of my childhood games. This is game 21, by the way, in case you're wondering. Out of presumably 50, I might make the list shorter or longer. I'm still trying to figure out how much I want to lock into this. I'm gonna be real. There's a teen phase where I went through a lot of RPGs and I'm dreading that, so that's the main... Like, do I want to do, like, some of the games that I've lined up, like Persona? Is that a bad idea? Oh, we are at 290... or 222%. Okay, maybe Bowser's an interesting choice for this, because he's so heavy, but also not very maneuverable. Also eggs. Oh, we just jumped straight into a bomb. Oopsie. Well, that was working. I'm trying to think of if there's anyone with a better... Actually, Pikachu might be okay. Because if I just, like, spam the tail move like this... and, like, keep them from landing, mainly, we might be okay. One Mario keeps rolling into the tail swipe, which is good. I'll do the other shout out in a moment. It wouldn't let me, it's too soon, but... We'll get that. Oh god damn it, the capsule threw me off. Literally threw me off. This is funny, Mario 128 was a tech demo for the GameCube just to show how many actors they can have on screen at one time, which also was kind of the purpose of Pikmin. It's also why a lot of GameCube games just like cramming as many NPCs on screen at once as possible. Bowser Door is like a really good example of that. Where there's just like a lot of places of like, look at how many NPCs are on screen, like the Peonies or the Smorgs or whatever. I say it or whatever a lot, and I don't mean it in like a flippant way, I just mean like in an etc. kind of way. I don't know if I make that clear though. Okay, so Pikachu was the correct choice here, noted. Neat. I thought Bowser would be good, but oh well, that works. Works too. Yeah, thank you both to Freeze and Star once again for the raids. Really appreciate it. I hope it went well. Yeah, we're doing Final Fantasy XIV. Both are very good streamers and good friends, so I highly recommend watching their streams. So yeah, I'm just kinda getting my ass kicked in this game for a little bit. Again, Melee is not my forte. It is not my game of choice when it comes to Smash Bros. It would be Brawl or Ultimate, probably. Ow. Okay, so maybe Bowser is just not a good choice in this game. I know Bowser's okay in, I think, Ultimate. I don't know in this game, though. I'm just kind of blindly swinging, but it worked. Oh. Paneled upon flower. It's got hands. Casually fine, competitively awful. Yeah. Oh my god. Ah. Also, hi. Hi, Maniacal. Ah. I'm trying not to... Never mind. Cool. Great, so... Bowser's just not the play, is my takeaway. Again, I don't even know if I want to do all 50 of these. This is gonna be hell going into the back half. So it's like, do I want to commit? Or do I want to like spare myself? We'll give it maybe we'll just go an extra hour or so and see if we can do it, and then if not, oh well. Because I'm probably not going to come back to this game. There's not a whole lot of single player content. And it's not like I have people to actively play with my current setup. Okay. Okay, Falco's just gonna bully me. That works. They're cheering for me. I think. Ow. Okay. Yeah, a lot of these challenges are just mean. I don't like a lot of these, to be blunt. I mean, this is going better than with Bowser. That's not high praise, but this is going better. I mean, that's just the ship name of me and Serena. What happened? I didn't DI, I guess. Yeah, there's still a lot of challenges left. We'll give this one more shot, and then we'll hit ad break, probably. And then I guess we keep going. We did just get a raid, so I think it's only fair to keep going a little bit more. Cool. It's getting bodied. God damn it, the R-Wing barely clipped that. And I think they do more to differentiate these two in Brawl, because then they also throw Wolf into the mix. Well, this is the first time we've got a stock above them, so that's good. Is that a Warp Star? Cool. Wish I had gotten both, though. The problem is both of their jabs are so fast I can barely do anything if they get, like, both jabbing at the same time. There we go. That's more like it. Ah, okay. Just kinda getting stun locked a lot here. This is not a fun stage to fight on. Neat. Defeat 30 within 2 minutes. Yoshi's everywhere. Do we have time for this before ad break? I don't know, actually, because ads are in a minute 30. We'll try it. Did they run from us? This shouldn't be that bad, actually. This is a fun stage for this. Just kind of yeet them everywhere. You know, 20 Yoshis... Is it 20 or is it 40? It feels like more than 20. Oh god, ad break starting. Oh shit. Or I can just fall into the hole, that works too. We'll try that again after ad break. Hi, ads just finished, so we are back. Ready to go. Well, as ready as it can be, because something tells me these last 26 or 27 challenges are not gonna go great. Alright then, let's give this another try, I guess. 30 within 2 minutes. 26, huh? Yeah. I mean, wait. There'd be 27 challenges, because if it's challenge 24 right now, that would mean there's... Counting this one, the next one will be 26 left. So we're under halfway, and this is the hard part. Yeah, I miscounted also, or I misremembered, it was 30 Yoshis, which the number definitely makes more sense. Anyway, hey, Pat the Star. You know, I should make a command, like a specialized command, but I've actually never done that, now that I'm thinking about it. I really should set up more Nightbot commands in general. By the way, I saw the, Serena linked the Fortnite Luna Snow, and I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I don't play Fortnite anymore. Oh god. Again, my immediate response being like, Timu, Luna Snow. You know, I'm all for Rivals, I think. As much as I do have issues with that game, at least the character designs are actually pretty alright for the most part. Some of the costumes are a little much for me. Like a little garish, like over-designed. Though they have, I think, gotten better with that in recent situations, like recent updates. They aren't over-designing as aggressively as early on. That is dumb. I got to the very end and hit a bomb that I didn't even see was there because of the way the camera was scrolled. Okay, so the final Yoshi's Big Yoshi, that's good to know at least. Funny thing with me editing down Fox Girl's Favorites streams into like a video format, like for Let's Play quote-unquote format, is I won't even have to deal with this until like a few months, because I'm so backed up as is. I still have to get through Kirby Squeak Squad, the rest of Chibi Robo editing, Galaxy, Super Paper Mario, yeah, those two. I think that's actually it. So yeah, this would be the one after that, so we got a long way to go before it's even gonna, like, come up in terms of, editing pipeline. I've also stopped editing down a lot of the other streams, which I feel like I should get back into the habit of, but like, a lot of the streams are just kind of miscellaneous anyway. Like, I decided that went farther than I thought it would. I was kind of contemplating, like, editing down the Monster Prom video, but since it was mostly, or stream, but since it was mostly just chat guiding me to the right answers, I feel like if I were to do a video on Monster Prom, quote-unquote, it would be better with a group, not single player. I do want to play Monster Prom again, and also the sequels, at some point, get a group together for that, because I did enjoy that, but it definitely, I kind of wanted to play it by myself so I could understand the mechanics a little bit better, instead of like jumping in when everyone else already knew the game really well. At least that was my logic. I also keep forgetting we are in a time limit here, so I should probably actually hustle and not just be pokey about it. This is not. This is a weird stage to do this on because of these hills. Actually, this could be. Nah, that doesn't really launch that far. Alright. One Yoshi to go. Oh, I'm almost dead. I gotta be careful. Oh, hey. That was very convenient. Could've used that way sooner. 25. You know what's funnier than 24 is 25. I don't even remember the context of that one. Oh, hey, this is fun. Have I ever told the story? I remember playing Rampage on NES. It was like a bunch of like neighbor kids had an NES, or did like used to have an NES, and then it broke, and so they just gave us all their games. I played Rampage for like probably under 5 minutes and just rage quit the game. I could not even understand the controls, and they didn't keep the manuals or anything, so I just immediately like rage quit. Kiss the star in the Hannah. Oh, thank you. Kiss the Serena. Kiss the star too, and the Zon. So anyway, this is obviously a reference to King Kong, which is also funny because Nintendo got sued over this. Over the name Donkey Kong because it was too close to King Kong. What? Hi, Entei. You know, it's been a hot minute since I've seen Pokemon The Power of 3. That's not the name of the movie. What the hell is that one called? Genuinely, what the hell's the Entei movie called? I'm blanking so hard right now. Like, genuinely, what the hell was that movie called? There's Pokemon, the movie, Pokemon 2000, The Power of 1, Pokemon 3, and then there's Forever, Mysteries of the Unknown. I don't remember that at all. Why don't I remember that? I just thought I had Entei. Like, I remember the Celebi movie, and I remember Heroes, but it's like, this is a huge blank in my mind. Say something nice about Star. Okay. You think Pokemon 3 is just Pokemon 3? Oh. Gotcha. Oh yeah, by the way, we're on mission 26, as I'm saying something nice about Star. Hi, Star is wonderful. I love her so much. She is very lovely. She is very funny. She makes me smile and laugh. She makes my heart melt. Like the Supercell song featuring Hatsune Miku. Niche joke. My favorite thing in the world. Okay, Ness is just a little slugger over here. Oh wait. Can there be a joke about Ness being on this particular on level 26 then? I like I'm dealing psychic damage and also being wholesome at the same time. I love you too, Star. Genuinely has changed my life for the better. Okay, yeah, Ness is out for blood. Got it. All my girlfriends have changed my life for the better, and also my friends have changed my life for the better, to be fair. I appreciate everyone so much, but like, Star is so cool. I'm so good at this. I can yap about video games, but like, expressing positive feelings on the people around me is like weirdly hard. You know what else is weirdly hard? This mission. Why am I getting obliterated on level 26? Yeah, I don't think we're getting through them all. Genuinely, aw. I'm glad. Wet. Mystery of the Unknown. That makes sense, but it's like I also don't remember anything about the movie other than there's an Entei in it. Your ass hurts from work, but at least you have your girls. Hell yeah. Nope, not gonna make the joke I want to make. Okay, moving on. 3 is most people's favorite? I have never heard anyone say 3 is their favorite before. I'm actually, like, dead ass right now. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say 3 is their favorite. The ones I always hear people say are their favorites are usually Deoxys or Lucario. Oh my god, just insult to injury with the Meteor Smash. God damn it, game. You know, your favorite is Drachi. Right? Hell yeah, okay, cool. I'm not a fraud. Oh shit, this is timed. I kind of forgot the plot. Lost the plot a bit. Yeah, we'll go the full hour. I'm not guaranteeing getting through this. Genuinely watching the Drachi movie with everyone was like a very formative experience, I feel. Like early on, because that was like, god, almost a year ago at this point. But like, that was definitely a fond memory, and that definitely did not help any feelings whatsoever. Though again, I don't think I did not act on anything for a very long time. Hell. So I was just being an asshole right now. There we go. Drachi, take care of the problem. That's how I feel about Zelda right now. Like, just teleport her off the ledge, please. What? 100? Ooh, god. Ah. My percent is very high. Oh my god, how did I live? Hey, Drachi took care of the problem. Huh, okay. I do not remember this one. Oh god, these challenges are hard. Hi, Kraid. Funny seeing you here. God, please help. I like how I say things like that when it's like, I'm not actually religious. It's just, like, burned into my vernacular at a point. For better or worse. Oh, they have 2 stocks, that's rude. What the hell? Because, like, we only have 1 and there's way more of them. Oh, Jesus, we have the bunny herd. Okay, we're fine. See, the funny part, when I played Melee for the first time, I had no context for anything happening. It's like, what the hell is this state? I wouldn't have said hell at that point. I was still very religious. I would not have sworn. But the point still stands. Like, at the time I would have played Melee originally, I just knew Mario primarily. So it's like, a lot of the other references were lost on me. But it also got me interested. Like, this got me interested in Metroid, like playing Smash. I hear, like, metal sounds. Oh, that's this one. Oh, Samus is not that good in this game. That's the takeaway I'm having. It'd also help if I remember to, like, use Charge Beam. To be fair. There we go, now we're talking. I was hoping that would be a bomb. That would have been perfect in that moment. Alright, 1-on-1, but they have no very low damage taken. And we have a lot of damage taken. Okay. But yeah, I've said this before. I don't know if I've said it on stream actually. I like the Manaphy movie of all things. That's like one that I remember at the time was really unpopular. Like, a lot of reviews. I remember, like, following Pokemon discourse probably too much at the time, and people... Oh. I thought it was just barely nudging the stick, but it went all the way to the left. Cool. Like, genuinely, I don't remember many people speaking highly of the Manaphy movie at the time. Most were like, this is kind of not good. And it's like, but this is my favorite. I bought Pokemon Rangers for this because I really wanted a Manaphy. I'm so normal about Pokemon. Yeah, Kid Me was so not normal about Pokemon. Actually, Tilts might be better for Samus. Because, like, it almost feels like down tilt's better than down smash, which is weirdly backwards. This is going better than last time. Thank you for the hydration check. I've barely drunk anything this stream. Partly because Melee is a very hands-on game. Perfect Valentine's Day Pokemon movies? I mean, I wouldn't be opposed. Again, this is like my current Valentine's Day plans are watching Starplay Unbeatable, which I mean, I can think of way worse ways to spend a Valentine's Day. Not to say that's a bad way, but you know what I mean. Please spin the platform in a way that works in my favor, thank you. There we go. That should be enough. Yeah. Hell yeah. Second try, I'll take it. Kirby's... Again, 40 minutes to get through all these? I don't think it's happening. Oh, we're on a timer again. It's interesting how, like, again, comparing this to World of Light in Smash, because again, I almost think it's more like event mode, but with a mini-map, or like an overworld screen. It's, like, interesting how much the AI in this game doesn't really account for the conditions being set by the game. So for example, like, I feel like if Ultimate did something like this, they would have the Kirbys just using their neutral B primarily. Because the whole gimmick is, like, they have the different hats, but, like, we're barely seeing hat moves from them. Oh, I'm getting beat up, okay. Backing up. Ow. I just play Pikachu because, like, Pikachu is the closest thing to a main in this game, but I might pivot to Roy. I think we need more, like, oomph. My hand is hurting. Ow. Yeah, I might need to stop soon just because my hand is hurting. Roy's also a little heavier, so that'll be good. I also forgot that Roy had a counter until this exact moment. Because I haven't played Smash anything in a long-ass time. I kind of pivoted to traditional fighting games after a certain point. So, like, Smash just kind of went to the sidelines for me. I feel like they should give you more stocks for some of these fights. I was trying to pick up the Warp Star. Alright. But yeah, like, to be blunt, not to pull the curtain back too much, but it's like, I technically haven't made any Valentine's Day plans, truth be told. Ow. Yeah, I figured that'd be okay. We're at like 250. I'm like, I don't know what the play is. That's the biggest issue with some of these challenges, is I don't know what the play is. I don't know what the best, like, technique would be, like, best character for me. Like, best strategy. Because, like, Pikachu's so light, but he's also the character I know the best. Again, in this game, Pikachu could be either gender, because this was before gender differences. To be fair, in the games after, you can just choose the Pikachu with the tail. Ah, god damn it. The one time I want a Pokemon and I get Goldeen. Joy of my life. Yeah, like, I'm getting, like, really thrashed around. That was not a side input. You know how the GameCube has, like, the little octagonal thing around the analog stick? I wish this controller had. I'm using a Wii U Pro controller, by the way. So yeah, there are two Link hats, but I think one is Young Link and one is Link. If I had to guess, I don't know which one would be which. You like meds? I guess so? Question mark? Ow. The funny part with the little octagonal... I'm just gonna restart. This is a bad run. The funny thing with the little octagonals around the control stick... Oh, here's the fun thing, and it's actually being run off of Wii U. Okay. I mean, I know you can hook up other controllers, not that it would help in this case. Yeah. Speaking of Wii U modding, here's something fun you can do. Have you heard of Hero of Law? It's a Ace Attorney inspired Zelda's Ocarina of Time ROM hack. You can run it, like, they have a version where you can patch the Wii U, or like the Wii Virtual Console file of it, and have it run through a Wii. It obviously takes a fair amount of, like, knowledge to try, and, like, experimentation to figure out, but it is possible. Multi-worlds are possible from the Wii U, that's cool. Wow, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna promise this. I think we're gonna hit a wall. And then again, the final challenge is like fight every boss. Like fight Ganon. It's like fight Ganon, Mewtwo, and Giga Bowser at the same time. Like we wouldn't be beating that challenge anyway, probably. It's like I can barely move with this many Kirby's on screen, punching me at the same time. So yeah, I'm discovering my biggest takeaway is I don't think I'm a really big fan of Melee. I don't think I like this game very much. It's important to me, but again, I'm remembering very quickly why I never delved as deep into Melee as other games, and by that I mean I did, like, do all these challenges, like, once upon a time. However, that was a long time ago. It was like, what? 2007 to early 2008? I would've been like... 12 or 13, probably. So yeah, I had more free time, and patience, so I definitely think that helps. So yeah, for the inevitable, like, YouTube upload and edit of this playthrough to be more like episodic. I have no clue how I'm editing this if I'm not actually beating all the challenges, so then again I also just kind of skimmed the other modes too. Oh no, that's a high percent. That's a very high percent, okay. Thank you. Caesar is actually a good choice for that. Okay, Caesar's a very good choice for that. Oh god, that was a lot. Oh shoot, there's one left. Panic. Because that's actually fairly close, and that's why I'm actually more scared now. Ugh. Okay. Whew, okay. Made it. Fight Ganondorf. Alright. No time limit, but he has 2 stocks. I'm not getting his Link in this game, like, he's hard to play. We're just bullying Ganon at this point. I'll be real, the Zelda 2 Temple's a weird choice for this game, given that... Well, I mean, this is kind of just a generic stage. I think that's a recurring issue I have with Melee. And later Smash Bros. Games get more specific. Like, this is based off this specific thing instead of just being like a generalized series interpretation of a stage. So it's a very different feel to it. In some ways, that's actually got its own charm, though. Like, having a, you know, Zelda, like a Smash Bros. Specific Zelda stage is kind of novel, but it just also kind of comes with, like, not being as referential, not being as, like, nostalgic. I guess, if that's making sense. Ow. This is before you could charge up the spin attack, too. That's me. Oh, thank you. Slightly late to that reaction, because I'm trying to live. Ow. Thank you. Ow. Cool, thank you, Zelda. Why does that pop him up? Ow. Oh, we're both in kill range. That's not great. Oh, that whiffed. That also whiffed. Okay, thank you, Zelda. I'll take it. Okay. We're fine. Oh god, there's still a lot left. This one's gonna take a bit. Kirby, Pikachu, Ness, and Ice Climbers. And the next Fox Girls favorites at least will be a little bit more, shall we say, traditional. From the perspective of it will be like just a normal ass like playthrough, not just like a sampling everything in a one-off kind of format. What? How did the Warp Star get cancelled out? There we go. Like, it'll just be a traditional playthrough, it won't be as much of a pain in the ass, hopefully. Technically it might have some complications, just based on my setup. I've already said what it would be, because I already set the schedule in the previous stream, but... The funny part is on Wednesday, I was so tired, I completely forgot I was reacting to the state of play, and I completely left it out of my schedule. Talk. Alright. But yeah, that'll actually be an RPG, so that's gonna be a pain in the ass. But it's also tied into this game, because this game is what introduced me to Pokemon, and that became a hyperfixation for a long time. I was around college when I kind of fell out of Pokemon, just because I didn't have time. Like, I didn't really have time to invest in, like, the post-game of like X and Y. Not that X and Y has much post-game from what I recall. But like, I never played Black and White 2 as a kid. Or as a teen at that point. I never played Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Like, in general, I just kind of didn't delve that deep into Pokemon after a certain point. You've cleared 30. Cool. Oh, class. Okay, so we're fighting the Mario Bros. Got it. I did briefly try to learn Rosalina in, I think, 4 and... Okay. There was friendly fire. Got it. I think I did briefly try to learn Rosalina in either 4 or Ultimate. Okay, that worked. That wasn't what I was trying to do, but it works. There's something amusing about, like, Pikachu, like, holding, you know, a laser gun like this. Oh, this is a score attack? What? In which case, we're in the lead, so I guess I can just stall. as I'm kind of beat up at this point. Okay. God damn it, why am I getting so many goldines? It's like, what are the odds of getting this many? Oh, Luigi got a star, I think, as the thing blew up, so he survived. Don't think I've ever seen that happen. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm just kind of grinding out the timer at this point. Oh my god, I almost thought that worked, but then he broke out of it. Just barely too soon. Something happened to Luigi, because he did get KO'd still, though. Yeah, see, like, the CPUs keep getting the useful Pokemon summons. I'm getting, like, nothing over here. Oh, good. Exploding barrels. Oh, that's real bad. At the very last minute, to be this close. Never mind, that might... yeah, that probably helped. KO Jigglypuff more than they do. I remember this one sucking. Jigglypuff is trying to jump into the lasers, and we have to, like, KO her first, kinda. It's, like, not easy to do with Falco of all characters. A character I don't main, to clarify why this is annoyingly difficult. That's two. Immediately runs into a smart bomb. Great, chop me. Well, actually more like a motion sensor. Mine. I don't know if that counted for the R-Wings or not, actually. That would have if it had KO'd. Oh god, why does he jump so high? Well, that works. I'll take it. Hey, 126. Avoid the F-Zero machines. Wait, there we go. I was having a hard time actually running. Oh, this is like the adventure mode, but it's like double speed. If I recall correctly. Okay, I thought that was the one that we could stand on. I'm gonna take it slow. Okay, that is not taking it slow. Wow, that's tight. Okay, that's actually the way to do it, because then we have more time on this stretch. It didn't take my jump. I didn't mean to pause there. Captain Falcon is actually the fastest character in Melee, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, it's Sonic. And, when you stand in this stage... like, genuinely... like, do you just take it slow? Because this doesn't feel right. It didn't take my jump again. It's like the game wasn't meant to go this fast, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it just will not take my jump sometimes. I don't know why that wasn't fast enough that time. It's also not registering, like, flicks very well, which is not great in this stage. For, like, initiating a run. It's not doing the best at that. I mean, I'll take it. That wasn't what I was trying to... Okay, this stage sucks. I'm just gonna be blunt. This stage is not great. Because it requires a level of precision where when your controls are like doubled this way, or like sped up this way, it makes it very hard to get the precise inputs that you actually need. It's like my question on this stage is like, how is it doubling the speed in terms of like input responsiveness? Because if it's still a 60 FPS or 60 Hz game, and it's checking for inputs every so often, if everything's moving faster but it's still checking inputs at the same speed, it probably is throwing me off, like, not being able to be as precise as I expect to be. At least this one's short. Again, not what I was trying to do, but it works. Like, it's just hard to maintain control of the character when you're moving this fast. I think that's my main issue. Like, it seems possible to make it to that part here. He didn't grab the ledge that time, he went over it. So yeah, again, to kind of recap a bit, as significant as this game is to me, I don't know if I would say I like the game as much as I used to. Okay. Neat. That took way too long. But, yeah. It's a case of... Again, significance over objective, like, this is one of my favorite games. Like, favorite in a, not loose sense, but like in a less, like, direct sense. Which might be kind of odd, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But again, it wouldn't be the first case, because, like, again, Sonic 1 is in this list, so that is definitely not a game I'd consider a favorite by any stretch, but it is important, because that's how I started with Sonic. And something I've thought about with other games too, because like, part of me has thought about Professor Layton. The only problem with that is, oh, I accidentally kept him from getting blown up there. The problem with Layton is it's a story-driven series in some ways. Like, it's not literally connected. However, there are elements that carry between games. So, the one I actually really like is Unwound Future. So would it be weird to just play that game when it's technically the end of a trilogy? Yeah, it's just kind of bullying me too. That's not my favorite thing in the world. When just, it kind of feels like I can't even get any momentum because the CPUs are being very aggressive. Tingle actually saved me, I'm pretty sure. There's not a sentence that can be said very often. Yeah, there's no actual swimming in this one. And yeah, the other problem is my wrist is genuinely hurting from playing this. And again, I don't think Brawl is actually going to be as bad for that, just because Brawl is a less intense game in general. If I had to guess, I might eat my words, but... I mean, the next one is going to be an easy game, it's an RPG, so... I'm actually very relieved. Clearly you used the weird mode in Brawl Star. Do you want me to have more wrist pain? I mean, I could, I guess. I was just gonna use a classic controller, probably. Hell. How'd that KO at 67%? Yeesh. Okay. Would you believe you're a Wiimote player? Honestly, yeah. That actually doesn't surprise me. You interpret that however you want. Like, you just seem like the type who'd be like, yeah, I'll play with Yuna on side. What the hell? Again, this is just kind of not fun, in my opinion. I think that's my main takeaway. It's like, I like the adventure mode, classic and all-star, okay? But like, the event mode is like, just not enjoyable. Because it's like, it's a challenge mode, which, I mean, it's succeeding as a challenge mode. But... See, that was something I always wondered as a kid, if it was even possible to do the special codec and the, Falco ones. Of the Fox and Falco, like, special convos. Okay, cool. Link had pity on me. I'll take it. Are physical routines supposed to hurt this much? Probably not. Why is Peach here? Oh yeah, she's the nurse, right. What was I saying? Yeah, I never could figure out, I'm pretty sure as a kid, if those were even possible, so that is interesting to note that they are possible, albeit not enjoyable, probably. It's like, of course the CPU gets Suicune, and I keep getting Goldeen. It's almost like I know my luck, unfortunately. There we go. We should get Weamfi set up and play Brawl together. Oh my god, Serena. Wow, this is a long load. Oh god, this one. This one sucks. This is probably going to be the rest of the stream. I'm gonna be blunt. Like, not even kidding. This might be the rest of the stream. If I lock into this one. It's like... It's a nice memory. When was that, approximately? Like, how long ago was that? Oh, that's so much faster in Brawl! Oh no! 2023? Oh my god. That's like, almost a gender ago for me. It's like, maybe barely... I can't remember when I technically said I was actively trans. I mean, even after technically making this account, like, on Twitch and everything, I still was in denial for, like, a long time, I'll be real. Play games from your past story arc, as opposed to inactively trans, like, closeted. I also had a non-binary phase, where I just identified as non-binary just because I wasn't willing to commit to trans at that point. Need to pay off that story arc? Yeah. I don't have lore or stories. That's something I thought about. The problem for me is if I did lore for my VTuber, it'd be really depressing. So I don't know if I should go through with it or not. What? See, I made a joke earlier about this during the trophy level, which again was level 26. But like, what if Paranoia Agent was the exact same, except it was Ness as Little Sucker instead? Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, I think you have to do, like, everything to get the Master Hand fight, or the Giga Bowser fight. I think that's 51. Am I right on that? Is that correct? Or is there, like, or are there, like, 60? I genuinely don't remember. You're a rat, you speedrun games, do other lab rat things. That is fair. We'll just sample, I think. We'll get a move on, but just sample all the remaining challenges, because we will be here all evening otherwise. So you want to use Legendary... Oh wait, Jigglypuff's on her side, is she? No. Just give me the controller? I would if I could. I would love to do that. Hi, Articuno. Articuno? That's Moltres, what the hell? What is wrong with me? Okay, that's not actually defeating them, though. God damn it. It's opposite day? What do you mean? Oh, hi, Zapdos. Oh, hi, Raikou. Is it Raikou or Raikou? I never thought about that before. I think it's Raikou. It's Friday the 13th. Oh, no wonder this energy is so off today. Wrong input. Oh, hi, Entei. Yeah, that's that one. That's your KO, right? I'm gonna wait until the flame goes away to toss these. Maybe I should just start chucking them. But yeah, happy Friday the 13th. I kind of forgot it was that today. Oh wow, Jigglypuff's still alive. Well, not anymore. Hi, Wobbuffet. Oh, that hits me too. Oh god. Hi. Mine. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, are you gonna, like, actually help me, or just fly off? Yeah, what does Moltres do? Because it looked like it just showed up and left. Alright. Now let's have this Jigglypuff. Oh, hi, Ho-Oh! What do you do? Oh. That is his launch, which is interesting. Oh, that works. I'll take it. Mario 2, the cast of the NES classic title raring to go. This is fighting Peach and Mario, Luigi, Peach. There's no Toad, is there? That was a bad time to try to take a drink. Well, okay, Peach is just doing my job for me. Okay. Yeah, if we don't get these first try, then we'll just move on for the sake of showing everything at least, even if I'm not beating everything. Hi, Birdo. I was not paying attention. Again, there is friendly fire in a lot of these challenges, which is interesting. I love the overall theme of Mario 2. One of my favorite remixes, believe it or not, is in DDR Mario Mix. I genuinely really like the DDR Mario Mix version of the SMB2 Overworld. Damn, I should have thought of that. That could have been a Fox Girl's favorite. Oh, thank you for throwing me the other way. Okay, maybe no thank you for that. Hey, we did it. Again, I just thought all the challenges would be unlocked in this file, so we'd be able to just go to the end, but oopsie. And well, I guess we'll do this one. So we're fighting a bunch of Jigglypuffs. Have I ever mentioned I'm very bad with Jigglypuff? Oh my god, you're light. Okay. I can't believe they let me have that. Even though these are technically fighting each other, they do kind of target the player primarily. Why'd they do that? Why did I do that? Why do you think I'd get away with that? Oh. Yeah, I really should have started cycling challenges sooner, honestly. Instead of waiting until this late. We're not winning this one, we're just gonna move on. All-Star's easy, that's just fight the secret characters. This controller might be drifting, actually. Like, I'm getting some down inputs that are not... Oh, this is what I was thinking of for adventure mode. This is just a challenge, but it's Marth versus Link. And this stage is gonna take a while, so we're just gonna... move on. Again, I'm just gonna... Oh, that reset for some reason. It's this combination, gotcha. So this is fighting Bowser. Like a big Bowser with Luigi. Why are you on Poke Floats? Oh, it's just Luigi on Poke Floats. This is... something. Oh god, I might not need to reset this one. I think we're gonna lose this one organically at this rate. If I do that especially. That was not on purpose, by the way. Captain Falcon, Falco, and Falcon take join forces to take out Fox. That's not easy to say. Oh, this is just a normal-ass fight on Big Blue. Okay. Okay, so that was pretty basic. Mewtwo strikes. He doesn't strike back yet. That's later, I guess. So this one's interesting. Zelda is here, but you're not supposed to defeat her. You're supposed to defeat Mewtwo. Who will eventually show up, I presume. Owie. But yeah, I don't know how long it... There he is. But yeah, we specifically are trying to defeat Mewtwo. Yeah, Zelda's Nurse Joy? Oh, I realized in this exact moment, I have not seen Mewtwo Strikes Back. I've only seen the first Pokemon movie. Game & Watch forever. That's a lot of Mr. Game & Watches. I died. That's what you meant? Oh. I mean, this is working. In the first movie, he controls her. I genuinely don't remember that. That was silly. Fire Emblem Pride. But where's Ike? Where is Ike? I don't know why Ike is the first to come to mind. This is just fighting Roy and Marth. Okay, that's simple and clean. Fire Emblem Pride, good for them. Trophy Tussle 3, Majora's Mask. This sucks, if I recall correctly. This is a very unwieldy stage to fight on. This is an insane stage to fight on. Again, if I had more, like, time and drive, I might go more in-depth with these challenges and actually give them a fair shake. However, I also want to get a move on. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. Are these supposed to be the Pichu Bros? Hey, look, it's Serena. All-Star Match Deluxe, that's fighting all the new characters. All the Echoes, basically. And then Master Hand, and Crazy Hand. And there should be another challenge if you beat everything to fight Giga Bowser and Mewtwo and Ganondorf together. So yeah, that's basically all the a little overview of all the challenges. So again, I didn't go as in-depth with this game. I might go more in-depth with Brawl, just because I have a little bit more experience with that game. I don't know about the event mode. I actually haven't unlocked everything. Oh. Yeah, this Crazy Hand, he does work differently. He has different moves and everything. Ow. Okay. Oh god, oh god. Okay, I lived. I somehow lived again. Okay. Nah, 194. That's a lot of health. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. But again, there should be 51, I think. Again, chat can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, that was a quick look at Melee. Again, this game simultaneously means a lot to me. I really wish I was playing any other Smash Bros right now. So a bit of a paradox in terms of saying this is a Fox Girl's favorite. But hey, again, it got me introduced to Zelda, Pokemon, Star Fox, Fire Emblem. Just introduced me to a lot of franchises that I still enjoy to this day. Squidward Button, I actually don't know what that means. But yeah, that was... You really wish you're playing any other Smash right now? Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, that was fun to revisit, but again, I do not have it in me to try to grind out those challenges. Ow, I am very stiff. I've been sitting here for a while. I need to hydrate more. But hi, thank you for watching. Thank you again to Freeze and Star for the raids. That was, very appreciated. Kisses the girlfriend. Aw, kisses the girlfriend. Love you too. I'm doing a heart with my hands. You can't see it though because, I don't have hand tracking. And also to Zon and Selena as well. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, ads are starting, so I should actually gonna move on. Hi, I have a YouTube channel. I post edited content sometimes. I have a VOD channel as an archive. I have a Blue Sky where I repost a lot and also post when I go live. I have a Ko-Fi tip jar. I have a Throne for sending me gifts. Again, the latter two are always optional, but any additional support beyond just watching and hanging out is always appreciated. Yeah, no obligation. But yeah, that's it. We're doing a raid, I guess. Yeah, Serena? Listen. Again, totally optional. I see a thing happening, and we don't often get to raid this person, so we're gonna raid this person. Kiss the Serena, kiss the Zon. You can speak from experience. Serena's a delightful gift giver. Aw, I look forward to that experience. I can't wait to meet y'all in person. Not just, you know, my girlfriends. I obviously want to meet them a lot, but also other friends too someday. My shoulders hurt. I've been very tensed up. I need to like get up and stretch. Okay. I'm trying to think if there was any raid message. Do we have a raid message? If we do not have a raid message, that is okay. But yeah, thank you all again. The day will come when you're able to meet friends. Aw, I hope so too. Also, hi Sheena. Yeah, I hope I can meet everyone. Obviously, again, priorities are the girlfriends, and there are plans in motion to meet them, but again, they're still a bit off, like, a ways off, like, at least a few months. But yeah, I see someone just went live, so we can go raid them real quick. But again, I don't actually have a raid message today. Oopsie. I do think the disadvantage of being a solo streamer primarily is less cursed things happen compared to if I had co-coms. So maybe I should have co-coms on at some point and see what kind of chaos would ensue. But yeah, we're gonna go raid Cupo. He's playing Helldivers too, as per tradition on a Friday night. I guess we don't have a raid message because I can't think of anything. But What's that colon 3 C for, Serena? I'm nervous. What are you scheming? Are you scheming? Stares at you. Why are you doing it now, Star? Oh god, what is happening? But yeah, we're gonna go raid Cupo. I guess, like... Oh, you know? You know, I was thinking about this the other day. It doesn't feel like I get hit with oh, you knows as much. Since we started dating. Maybe it's because I do know. But anyway, the counter is running down. So yeah, you told it back a lot more these days. That's fair. I did enjoy that, to be fair. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your week. And weekdays. Also, I'm probably going to be on Star Stream for Unbeatable of this room. Anyway, take care, everyone. Good night.